It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Buffalo Bills and the Pittsburgh Steelers. And it's coming up next.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Acrisure Stadium on the north shore of the Steel City, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania.
Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis on hand. This is a game where the defenses, they need to be on their toes because you've got quarterbacks here, yes, that can throw the football, but they can also run it very well, too.
Mobile quarterbacks. Remember, for the longest time, they used to tell the quarterbacks, stay in the pocket. We don't want you outside of it at all. Nowadays, that mobility, truly an asset, and people are game planning for it. As a scout told me recently, we are actually working with... giving us nowadays.
The kicker, Chris Boswell, has it ready to go, and we are underway from Pittsburgh. And this opening dynamic kickoff not going to be returned. It'll come out to the 30-yard line. Out comes the offense for the Bills, led by their quarterback at 6'5". That's Josh Allen.
And in this league, there are many quarterbacks who have their most success running the ball, while there are others who have big arms. There aren't too many guys who can do both, and at the end of many games, this guy leads his team not just in passing, but in rushing as well.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Allen going to look to throw on the first play. Got it complete to Khalil Shakir. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable 2nd down.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd down and 2. Now Allen. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Allen. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That's good for a 1st down, his 2nd catch of the opening drive. Here's Allen to throw it. They'll roll him out right. Allen hit. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line.
Hey, we can preach ball security all we want here, but how about that effort on defense? Excellent job inside the red zone. Just took away at least 3 points by forcing that fumble.
So here are the Steelers now to take over for the first time.
They'll be led out by a first-round pick back in 2021 from Ohio State. It's Justin Fields.
Coming out of Ohio State, one of the top prospects in the NFL draft, and it was so big that they moved up in the draft to get him, to make sure that they had him. And, boys, he got the full package. Loves the game, big-time arm, 4.4 speed, so good that another quarterback prospect said to him, "What's it feel like to run 4.4? Everybody wants to be that fast." I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
And he'll take it across midfield and into Buffalo territory.
Here is 3rd and 5. That's swung out wide to Harris.
Yeah, he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
Yeah, we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them, to show respect to them. Hey, you guys got us a turnover. We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive. That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line.
There to Freiermuth. And he will have a Steelers first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5. Now Fields. And here's Freiermuth again.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5.
1st and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. Harris running straight ahead.
And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's... And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers.
Najee Harris.
A 3-yard touchdown run.
And the Steelers use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. And that caps off what was really a balanced opening drive for them, Charles. They work in the rushing game and the aerial attack, and they end it with a touchdown.
Strong in so many ways, wasn't it, partner? Their ability to throw it and run it and accomplish their goal, they've got to like the way that they started this ball game.
Extra point put through by Boswell, and it's now a 7-0 game. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
So here come the Bills out for their second drive. They had the fumble on the last drive, wound up leading to the opening touchdown. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. Here's Allen. That's Samuel, caught left side.
Now he's loose down the left sideline. Curtis Samuel.
And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Curtis Samuel, 77 yards.
And the Bills are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
So now Allen and the Bills going to stay out and go for 2.
They'll look to throw. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. So Pittsburgh retakes the field for their second offensive possession. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle.
Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Teron Johnson able to pick it. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. Boy, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Shakir hauls it in. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Allen going to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
To throw, it's Allen. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 15-yard line. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 2nd and 2, first down marker at the 5-yard line. Now Allen. Touchdown! Curtis Samuel with his 2nd touchdown of this opening quarter. And the Bills are able to extend their lead. And now Sean McDermott's made the call. They'll go for 2. Allen will try to throw for it. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Now a first down carry for Harris. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down. Fields now to throw. It's brought in by Harris. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. Here's a 2nd and 9 now from the 29. Back to throw. Fields.
He gets it complete to Harris. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And Harris is not going to get there. Great work defensively to stop him short.
No gain on the play. It's fourth down.
Here we go on fourth down. Fields. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Steelers try it, but they come up empty on fourth down. And the Bills are going to get the football back.
Now, you know I don't often have sympathy for quarterbacks, but in this situation, I don't know what else he could do. Fourth down, so he can't just throw the ball away. He's got to find a way to try and make a play, but the pressure ended up getting to him.
Pressure got to him. Really big sack and a turnover here on downs. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Allen. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. Give to Cook out of the gun. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. They'll come up now 3rd and 3. Allen. That is caught. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. So the ball moves from 138 to the other as they come up on 1st and 10. Completes to Shakir once again. And he's taken down inside the 30.
Complete to Khalil Shakir. It's a gain of 10. First down, Bills.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And they'll get him down inside the red zone at the 14. It's also a gain of 14. First down.
What a drive. This has been just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
To the air. Allen. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Khalil Shakir. A 14-yard touchdown. And they are able to add on to their advantage. So what a start. It's not often you even get 3 possessions in a first quarter, but he now has 3 touchdown passes. They'll try and throw for it. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And that bumps their lead up even further. So they go with a pass, and it works there on the 2-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts passing versus running on 2-point conversion? Situational?
It is situational, and you have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people think you have to throw the ball in a 2-point conversion, but the stats will tell you that running it is about as proficient. So know your team and go to your strength.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. And the Steelers set to take the field. They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't even want to get to a 4th down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've themselves, run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
Going across the formation, he finds Freiermuth. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. To throw is Fields. He's got his tight end Freiermuth over the middle. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Fields. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Pick made by Terrell Bernard. And the Bills are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line.
Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
And able to get it across the 10 to the 15. Trying to escape the shadow of their goalpost. That helped. 10 yards. First down. Throwing now is Allen. Has his man. It's Shakir. And they'll be stopped at the 28 on a play that started at the 14. They pick up 14. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now Allen. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Allen now looks to throw. Here's a diving catch right side. 18 yards on his first catch of the game. It's a first down. Now Allen again. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. And he comes back with one complete. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. The Bills with the football as we start quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Here's Allen to throw it.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
Well, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. Again, they'll throw with Allen. That's to his running back, complete. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. So a big play there on 4th, and now 1st and 10 at the 30. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They'll run with Cook. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. 2nd and goal from the 1.
Cook will take this over the line. Touchdown, Buffalo.
And now Sean McDermott's made the call. They'll go for 2. They'll look to throw. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. And, of course, on the 2-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. Pittsburgh set to take over again on offense.
And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Can he put it aside? Let's find out.
And the defense on him quickly there as they stop him at the 40 for a gain of just 2. Fires the out route and completes it to Harris.
And he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the first.
Oh,
It's the NFL on EA Sports. And the question is, are you ready for some football? It's the Indy...
The kicker, Tyler Bass, has us ready to start. And off we go from Buffalo. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he will not bring it out. It's a touchback, and this drive will begin at the 30-yard line. The Colts offense going to take the field here for the first time. They're led by their man at quarterback out of the University of Florida. It's Anthony Richardson.
I always like studying quarterbacks in year two. I think rookie year, there can either be a lot of growth, right? There's the biggest ability to take that jump, but there's also some struggles you have to work through. In year two, a full offseason, really understanding the playbook. Things have kind of slowed down for you. I feel like year two is a really good indicator of what long-term success looks like for any young quarterback.
Throwing to begin is Richardson. That's complete. It's Adonai Mitchell. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line. Richardson to throw here on 1st and 10. Now he takes off. And he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. They are cooking to begin this drive. This play going for 30 yards. 1st and 10. From the gun, Richardson. And he's in. Highland Branson. Touchdown, Indy. And that is the way to start a game. Not just score, but, Greg, score quickly. A nice opening drive for the first 6 points.
Well, it seems like the hour spent on that opening game script was time well spent. I mean, to take the ball right down the field that quickly right out of the gates, that's a pretty good opening drive and an early 6 points.
Out of shotgun, Richardson. And that is incomplete. Aggressive play here, score that opening drive, but they don't get to 2, and it remains 6-0. So the lead stands at 6-0 as this one is kicked off. The return team gonna let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. The Buffalo offense set to go to work for the first time. They'll be led by the big fella, 6'5" quarterback Josh Allen.
I think in today's modern NFL, if you had the ability to create a quarterback and all the qualities that come along with it, Josh Allen's at or near the top of the list. And what I mean by that, Mike, is he's big, he's mobile, he can run to escape, but he can also run as a designed option. And then, of course, in the passing game, he can make every throw. He's smart. He elevates those around him. The last piece of the puzzle, can he get over the hump and have that postseason success to really put him in that upper echelon category?
On 1st down, it's Allen. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. From the gun, Josh Allen. Open man, that's Amari Cooper. And they'll work this close to a 1st down, maybe just a tad short. He gets this complete to Shakir. He's going to have the 1st down, so they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9. That'll be batted away, incomplete. Coverage very strong defensively. It's 2nd down.
The defender saw this the entire way, Mike. He actually ran the route before the receiver even got to his spot. I think they're fortunate this one didn't end up getting picked and going the other way.
He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. Tyler Bass on to try the field goal. This one from 47 yards out. Bass's kick is good. And the Bills are on the board. They cut the lead to 6-3.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
So after the made field goal, Bass is back out there to kick it away. Anthony Gould now to return. Oh, he's got room past the 30. The Colts offense ready now for their 2nd drive. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. Here's Richardson. Open man downfield, it's Mitchell. And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
He tried to buy all the time he could, but when he saw that space, he quickly turned from thrower to runner, and he's able to pick up a nice gain on 1st down.
Here's 2nd and 2. To throw, it's Richardson. Throw over the middle, looked in by Mitchell. He's taken down just shy of the 10. On 1st and 10, here's Richardson. Now he is in. Anthony Richardson, touchdown Colts. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. The defense comes up with the coverage, but they cannot keep up with the speed as the quarterback scrambles to the end zone for the touchdown.
And down here in the red zone, Mike, is where I think a quarterback... the most dangerous. The defenders are trying to match backs, match tight ends and receivers, but often it's the quarterback that has no one assigned to him, and in this case, he's able to capitalize and run it in himself.
The Colts will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Richardson to throw. And he'll get into the end zone, doing it on his own. Successful 2-point conversion.
You just have to find a way defensively to step up there and get a stop. It's one thing to give up 6. You allow a touchdown, but now dig deep, man. Get a stop. Looked like there was some confusion, and offense is going to come away with 8.
The Bills offense ready to see what they can do on their second possession. The deficit is double digits, so work to do as they begin this drive with 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Cook to start this drive. And he's just pushing guys out of the way, powering forward for a gain of 8. They'll keep it on the ground with Cook. And they will finally track him down inside the 40-yard line. Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. He'll work his way forward for about 3 yards. Latu there to bring him down. So now they'll throw it with Allen. Throw is caught by Cooper on the right side. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Allen. That's taken in. Keon Coleman. And he's going to be brought down just outside the 10-yard line. He's got it at the 3. And he's going to be down close to the goal line. Good job defensively to make sure he did not get to the end zone. And he's going to be stopped in the backfield. Taken down back at the 3. And that is incomplete.
Great pass rushers live for 3rd down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. And this is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is a must-pass situation, and for this offense, they're lucky it didn't result in a sack.
4th and goal, decision time, and they will go for it. They'll try and throw for it with Allen. And this is incomplete. They don't go for the field goal. Wind up trying to throw for the touchdown. They get nothing out of it on 4th and goal. On 1st down, it's Richardson. Now a deep ball for Mitchell. Inside the 40. And he will take this one in. 97 yards. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A huge play there. They go in the air. We only see a few touchdowns of that length all year. They go from backed up to in the end zone for a touchdown.
It is, Mike. In this case, most teams are saying, let's just pick up a 1st down. At the very least, give our punter some room out of the end zone. But not this guy. He's thinking taking it to distance, and that's exactly what he was able to do.
Matt Gay on for the extra point. Play clock down to 0. That's going to be a delay.
Delayed game.
Richardson and the Colts come to the line. They'll try to tack on 2 more. Back to throw. That's going to wind up incomplete. They tried for 2, and it does not pan out.
I don't mind the play call, but something you have to keep in mind, Mike, is when you decide to pass this close to the goal line, all of the space is the width of the field. There's not a lot of depth to the field. So that's why the timing, the anticipation, the accuracy of the quarterback, it all has to be on point. It wasn't on that last play, and that's why it ultimately failed.
And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. So now here comes the Buffalo offense heading back out onto the field. The deficit is 17, so they got to start cutting into it soon. See if it starts here. 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Allen. That's taken in. It's James Cook. They get 13 to begin the drive. It's a 1st down.
in the game, you have to be careful now as coaches and players that you don't find yourself trailing early and get out of your game plan. There is so much time left. Stick to what you've worked on all week. There's plenty of time to chip away and see if you can make this thing close come the fourth quarter.
Allen going to give it to Cook. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
So often when it comes to safeties, Mike, we talk about their speed and their range. But for him to be able to come up and make a tackle and be physical at the point of attack and keep this ball carrier to no gain, that's pretty impressive.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Allen. He'll find his running back, Cook. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down.
A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
Here's Allen to throw. He's got the hook up there to Cooper. It's been a busy first quarter for him so far. His 3rd catch goes for a 1st down. On the handoff, this is Cook. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
14 more yards.
They'll throw on 1st down with Allen. He'll throw it left and has his running back. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
That's caught. Left side. It's complete. It's been a busy first quarter for him so far. His 3rd catch goes for a 1st down. He's going to tuck it, and he will win the race to the pylon. He's in. Josh Allen. Touchdown, Bills. That is a heartbreaker for the defense. They took away what he wanted to do in the air, Greg, but that scrambling ability gets him to the end zone for the touchdown.
And the reason he was able to take advantage with his legs here, Mike, is he made a fast decision realizing there was nowhere to go with the ball. The amount of guys the defense had in coverage took those passes away. He tucked the ball down, took advantage of the space, and he was able to take it all the way.
Here's Gould on the return. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. The Colts offense and Adonai Mitchell set to take over once again. Their lead is 10. They go back to work, try to add to it. It begins with 1st down. Richardson. That's caught. It's Mitchell. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line. Richardson to throw here on 1st and 10. To the left side, that's caught by Mitchell. And he will go all the way. Adonai Mitchell, touchdown Indianapolis. Make it 2 touchdowns in the very first quarter of play. And he pulled this wide to the right. It's no good. That is a tough miss. So close, but no extra point. So, after the touchdown, here's Gay to kick this one away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. The Bills offense starting to trot out for this next possession. They need to start making some inroads here. Down 2 scores as they begin this drive with 1st down. They'll start on the ground with Cook. And tough running there. He's up to the 32. Zaire Franklin that time there for the tackle. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Here's Allen. That's going to be incomplete, and it'll leave just enough time for one final play in this opening quarter.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
That's caught left side by Cooper.
These third down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. A run out of the gun with Cook. And he'll take this up to the 48-yard line. Zaire Franklin that time, there for the tackle. Here's a 2nd and 9. Once again, it's Cook. And some good blocking at the point of attack. A pickup of 7, and it brings up 3rd down. He'll try and run here with Cook. And it looks like he's got enough for the 1st down. Let's wait for the mark. Yes, that run, that's enough to move the chains.
In real time from up here, Mike, I couldn't tell whether or not he got it at first glance, but I think after seeing the replays we have up here, it looked like he and his blockers got just enough, and they're going to be able to keep this drive alive.
An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. That's taken in by Shakir. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. On 1st down, it's Allen. That's over the middle, taken in by Cooper. And he's close to another 1st down as he's brought down just shy of the marker. That's to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Trying to get it to Dalton Kincaid there. And it's going to be 3rd down.
They let a golden opportunity slip away on that one. That's the matchup that they wanted. They just couldn't quite capitalize on it.
Looking to convert for the 3rd time on this drive. They'll need another here. It's 3rd and 2. That is caught side of the end zone. Dalton Kincaid. Touchdown, Buffalo. Allen leading the Bills to the line for this 2-point try.
The Bills are lining up for a 2-point conversion.
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. That is caught, and they get the 2-point conversion.
Everything's about matchups, especially down here this close to the goal line. I think my guy's better than your guy. I'm going to put him in a position to have success, throw it up to him, and let him do the rest.
And they will finally get him down, but he gets all the way close to the 40-yard line. The Colts offense and their wide receiver getting ready to get back to work. The advantage is 8. We'll see if they can make this a 2-score game on this drive. 1st down and 10. From the gun, Richardson. Open man downfield, it's Mitchell. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. Throw over the middle, looked in by Mitchell. A second down throw for Richardson. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete. Adonai Mitchell, the intended target. Now it's going to be third down. They'll try and run for this. It's Taylor. And he is going to have a Colts first down. That'll be a pickup of about 5 as they convert on 3rd and inches. He'll fight forward for a short pickup to the 16. Second down and 8. Out of shotgun, Richardson. That's complete. Jonathan Taylor out of the backfield. And this drive's going to continue. He's taken down, but they are set up with 1st and goal. And he's into the end zone. Jonathan Taylor. Touchdown, Indy. Good drive. They kept the ball. Greg, they moved it effectively down the field and finish it off on the ground for the touchdown.
So often, Mike, we see teams work on a great drive to get down here close, only to settle for a field goal. But in this case, give them a lot of credit. They put a great drive together, but they're able to capitalize and finish it off with 6.
So, after the touchdown, here's Gay to kick this one away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. James Cook and the rest of this Buffalo offense head back out. Set to go now on 1st and 10. From the gun, Josh Allen. Throw is caught by Cooper on the right side. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line.
Let's add that to the list of great throws we've seen out of this quarterback here in the first half. We thought he might be in line to have a good game, especially against this style of defense. Let's be honest, Mike, he's been more than just good. He's been sensational.
Now Allen on 1st down. That's to Cooper again. And he's close to a 1st down to gain a 9. Nice pitch and catch on 1st down. They run out of the gun. It's Cook. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. And this time they are ready for him. He'll be thrown for a loss. No big gain that carry. It's 2nd down. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And it'll be taken down at the 25-yard line. Throwing now, Allen here on 1st down. And he takes it down to the 15-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Allen. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. And the Bills are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive. And he'll just get up inside those big bodies up front. And he's in. James Cook. Touchdown, Bills. The extra point by Bass is good. And the Bills will cut the deficit to 7. Following the touchdown, Bass is back to kick it off. This returnable from the 4. Now an opening past the 30. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. The Colts offense getting set to get back to work. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. Now Richardson. Throw right side, pulled in by Mitchell. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
We've really seen both teams have a lot of success moving the ball throughout this entire first half, and just seems this possession is going to be more of the same as they start this drive.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Oh, they are on him in a flash, and he's lost the football. The Bills have got it. And he is going to bring this one back. They force the fumble, and it leads to a defensive score. Pass now for the extra point. He's got it. And the Bills will tie things up here in the first half. So back to level after the touchdown, and time for the kickoff. Here comes a return from the 3. A good return as he takes it across the 30. Here's the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over once more. They'll work in a tie game here in the second quarter and get started with 1st and 10. To throw, it's Richardson. Now a deep ball from Mitchell. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. On 1st down, it's Richardson. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. Richardson will give it to Taylor. And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning. They need to get to the 22, but now face 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
There's only a handful of guys in the league who legitimately have world-class speed, and he's one of them. I mean, he's the type of weapon that you 3 or 4 times a game have to just say, okay, my guy, he's faster than your guy. We're going to send him deep and let it fly. And even though that one falls incomplete, you have to continue to...
That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Christian Benford. Here's a handoff to Cook. And that's well read by the defense. Knocked backwards. He's back at his own 9-yard line. There's that man again. Another catch. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Allen. He gets this complete to Shakir. Inside the 20. And he's going to take this all the way to the house. 82 yards. Touchdown, Buffalo. A terrific job all the way around, especially after the catch, Greg, to take it to the end zone for a touchdown.
I'm just so impressed by the acceleration of this receiver, Mike. He catches what is a short pass, and he's able to turn it up the field and take it all the way for 6. That is an impressive play, run after catch.
Following the touchdown, Bass is back to kick it off. This taken at the 5. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. The visitors' offense ready for this next possession. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a first down. Richardson gonna look to throw. A dive, and he's got it! What an effort! What a catch! Richardson to throw here on 1st and 10. That is caught! What a throw! Kylan Granson, touchdown Colts. That is 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And that is number 2. Greg, he is off to some kind of start in this one. 2 quarters and 2 receiving touchdowns.
Mike, this is one of those situations where as a defensive coordinator, you've got to give your group an answer, because right now, they don't have one for this guy.
Richardson and the Colts come to the line. They'll try to tack on 2 more. He'll drop to throw. And he will get in for the 2. They open up the bag of tricks on the goal line and add a pair of points. Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. The Bills offense and the wideout getting set to go once more. The deficit is 1 as they'll search now for that go-ahead score. They'll throw on 1st down with Allen. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
Here in the first half, we've seen nothing but connections from these 2 guys. I mean, they've come out completely on fire, so the defense finally gets a stop, and really the first time we've seen these guys be a little bit off.
Now Allen to throw on 2nd down. Cooper with the grab. A big play there on 2nd down, but we do have a flag on the field. And that's in an area where usually this play gets erased. That's on the veteran, Deion Dawkins. Out of the gun, here's Allen. That's caught. It's Amari. And they'll at least get that penalty yardage back to the original line of scrimmage. It'll set up a 3rd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Allen. Trying to make a play out of the pocket. Couldn't do it. It's intercepted. Picked off by Ronnie Harrison. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. From the gun, Richardson. And downfield, it is Downs with the catch. And he's in. Josh Downs. Touchdown, Indianapolis. So the numbers starting to pile up here early. We haven't reached halftime, and he's already thrown 4 touchdown passes.
The Colts will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Richardson to throw. And he does a nice job to avoid the initial wave. They're going to get him down behind the line.
So they decide to put the ball in the air, which I don't mind on this two-point try, but execution was just a little bit off, and it's not going to work out in their favor this time around.
This one will be taken in the end zone. No run back forthcoming. And the ball coming out to the 30-yard line. On first down, it's Allen. Oh, the struggles continue. Another interception. Picked off by Ronnie Harrison. On 1st and 10, here's Richardson. Now a deep ball for Mitchell. That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered. And that is how this first half will come to an end. And both teams ready to play on, so we'll do the same as we get set for quarter number 3. Third quarter set to commence. And we're back underway here on EA Sports. The return team gonna let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. So Allen and the Bills getting set for their next possession. And this defense has really had... Here's 1st and 10. They'll run straight ahead with Cook. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4.
He's tackled at the 34-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Here's 2nd and 6. Now it's Allen. Complete to Cooper. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9. From the gun, Josh Allen. That's taken in by Shakir. And they'll have it across midfield down at the opposing 46-yard line. Now Allen on first down. That's over the middle, taken in by Cooper. They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. He'll go left side here and complete this one. And they're going to take this into the red zone to the 15-yard line. Throwing again, it's Allen. And he will get into the end zone. Khalil Shakir. Touchdown, Buffalo. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. Bass's kick is good. And the Bills will even the score here in the 3rd. So back to level after the touchdown. And time for the kickoff. And this one is fielded in the end zone, will not be returned. So it'll come out to the 30. The visitors' offense. And Richardson to throw it here on first down. He'll take a deep shot for downs. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete.
Well, not exactly breaking news here, Mike. They got speed on the perimeter that just not a lot of teams in the NFL have. So even though that ball falls incomplete, I think they have to continue to do it, continue to pressure this defense and make them defend the entire field. Because as they're worried about him running by them, there is a lot of space open underneath.
Out of the shotgun, Richardson. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down. Now Richardson. That's down the field and taken in by Granson. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. On first down, it's Richardson. Throw over the middle, looked in by Mitchell. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Throwing, Richardson. A dive and a catch. Incredible. Line of scrimmage is the 15. It's 1st and 10. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. And he... Again. Adonai Mitchell. Touchdown, Indy. That is his 3rd touchdown of the afternoon. So add another touchdown and touchdown pass for that matter. He has thrown 6 already in this one. Amazing stuff. Now the Colts will use the first of their timeouts. Richardson and the Colts come to the line. They'll try to tack on 2 more.
The Colts will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Blitz coming. He'll throw it. This is caught. He's got it. And they tack 2 more onto their lead.
46.
So, after the touchdown, here's Gay to kick this one away. This will be returned from the 6. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Bills offense and Josh Allen head back onto the field. The deficit is 8 as this drive begins with 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Allen. There's that man again. Another catch. And they'll bring him down, but not until he gets to the 38-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Cook. And he's fighting to get free. A lot of work there for a gain of 3.
Taken down at the 41.
Allen. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
That's caught left side by Cooper.
He's in a really nice rhythm here on 3rd down. He appears very comfortable operating out of the gun, and he's able to find his man near the sideline, and he's able to extend this drive.
Thrown left side, the catch is made. And that's going to do it. It'll put him over 200 receiving yards in the game. What a performance. That grab also comes with a first down.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Again, it's Allen to the air. Cooper with the grab. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. To throw again, it's Allen. And that one knocked away. It's incomplete.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on first down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the first down here? Or is the idea to just make third down manageable and take your chances picking up a key third down?
Ball sitting at the 7. First and goal. This one caught at the 4. And he's into the end zone yet again. Khalil Shakir. Touchdown, Bills. That is his 3rd touchdown of the afternoon. Allen leading the Bills to the line for this 2-point try.
The Bills are lining up for a 2-point conversion.
Now they'll set up to throw. And he will get in for the 2. They open up the bag of tricks on the goal line and add a pair of points. So back to level after the touchdown and time for the kickoff. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out. So they'll take over at the 30-yard line. The visitors' offense and their big play wideout getting set for their next possession. Both these offenses have been informal. Is the defense going to show up? Can anybody come up with a stop? All tied here in this 3rd quarter, and it's 1st and 10. It's a first down and a gain of 16.
I can tell you from firsthand, Mike, seeing it unfold, runs like this demoralize any defense. I mean, he's been doing it pretty much since the beginning of the game, and they have yet to find an answer for keeping him under wraps. He has run wild from that quarterback position.
He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down. From the gun, Richardson. A throw left side, going to be intercepted. Picked off by Kaiir Elam. And he's going to give a short field to his offense here as they try to break the tie.
And this is going to go down as a pick, but it really was the pressure defensively that caused the interception. I mean, he was a little sloppy with his fundamentals, but I think it's as a result of the guy in his face led to that ball kind of sailing, inaccurate throw, and that's just really good team defense.
On the carry, it's Cook. And he's going to be stuffed well behind the line of scrimmage. A play going absolutely nowhere. Throw is caught by Cooper on the right side. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line. Quick throw here is complete. And he's got another one. Khalil Shakir. Touchdown, Buffalo. Make it 4 touchdowns for him on the afternoon. So that one, his 4th touchdown catch of the game. That is one behind the single-game NFL record. Following the touchdown, Bass is back to kick it off. Here's Gould on the return. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. This offense and their wide receiver heading back onto the field. Now a deep ball for Mitchell. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. We'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Throwing is Richardson. He's going to try it here again. That's caught. And they will bring this into the red zone. Big connection inside the 20. On 1st and 10, here's Richardson. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down.
He decides to go with this safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
A 2nd down throw for Richardson. He'll tuck it and take up, and he will score. Anthony Richardson, touchdown Colts. And that is now a pair of rushing touchdowns. The quarterback giving it to them, Greg, with his legs in this one.
And we're starting to see, Mike, why this week this coaching staff told us they're encouraging this guy to do this more often. His ability to be a passer, but also a rusher, is an element to this offense that is hard for defenses to account for. There was no hesitation from this offense. Immediately after they scored that touchdown, the entire sideline was holding up 2 fingers. They knew exactly what play they wanted. They felt great about it coming into the game, and clearly the right choice.
This offense making its way back on the field, led by their wide receiver. They'll begin with 1st and 10. A run up the middle with Cook. And he'll gain about 6 there as it's up past the 35-yard line. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. And he's going to have the Bills' 1st down. The tackle made at about the 43-yard line.
2nd down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up the 1st down.
And good work there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete.
I think you just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot.
And they'll have it across midfield down at the opposing 46-yard line.
And with that run, this back is closing in on almost 100 yards for the game today, Mike. He's had a lot of those good chunk plays. This defense has not had a great answer for him so far.
A carry for Cook. A gain of 4 as he's taken down. Here's a 2nd and 6. From the gun, Josh Allen. That's taken in by Shakir. And that's going to be a 1st down. A pickup of 9. Out of the gun, here's Allen. That's over the middle, taken in by Cooper. On 2nd down, Cook. And it'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this 3rd quarter. So back and forth they... First and 10. They'll run with Cook. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. 2nd and 7. Quick throw, taken in, and they cannot contain him at all. He's into the end zone yet again. Khalil Shakir, touchdown Bills. He is having a performance to remember. That is 5 touchdowns for him in this one game. So now an important conversion attempt here as the Bills line up to go for 2. From the shotgun, it's Allen. That's going to be caught. So add a couple more points, and they add to their lead. So a big change here. They go from down 1, score the touchdown, add the 2. Now they lead by 7 as they kick it off. And he's brought down right at the 35-yard line. The Colts offense ready to take over possession of the football. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, Richardson. He'll take a deep shot for downs. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. Richardson to throw here on 1st and 10. Throw right side, pulled in by Mitchell. He's going to be marked down at the 12-yard line. On 1st down, it's Richardson. That's hauled in at the 2. And he will score again. Kylan Granson. Touchdown, Indianapolis. That is his 3rd touchdown of the afternoon. Now Richardson. That's going to be intercepted in the end zone. Picked off by their rookie linebacker.
I'm always curious how a defense is going to respond. So you give up a touchdown, you give up 6, and now the offense is trying to extend it to 8. How are you going to buckle down? How are you going to hang in there? In this case, let's give them a little credit. Keep those 2 off the board, and they can come to the sideline and regroup.
And no chance to return this one. Through the end zone for a touchback. The Bills offense and running back James Cook making their way out. Their lead is just a point as they begin it on this drive with 1st and 10. It'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. On 2nd down, here is Allen. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. Throwing is Allen. He gets this complete to Shakir. He's still on his feet. And what an effort after the catch. He goes all the way. 70 yards. Touchdown, Buffalo. With that, he joins Gale Sayers and Alvin Kamara. Players in the Super Bowl era with 6 touchdowns in a single game. Following the touchdown, Bass is back to kick it off. The return starts from the 5. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. Richardson to throw it here on 1st down. Now a deep ball for Mitchell. And for a 3rd time today, he's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Taylor Rapp.
Frankly, Mike, a disaster. I don't know how else to classify it. I mean, that's now 5 turnovers, 3 coming through the air. You're just not going to win games at this level playing and giving the ball away.
They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. From the gun, it's Allen. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line. That's to Cooper again. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. There's that man again, another catch. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. That's caught. It's Amari. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10. Again, it's Allen to the air. And he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. Amari Cooper. Touchdown, Buffalo. The extra point by Bass is good. And the Bills will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter. Following the touchdown, Bass is back to kick it off. This one taken at the 7. And he's brought down right at the 35-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Here's Richardson. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
They nearly connected on the big play downfield, but he's not quite able to hold on to that ball through the contact. You can chalk that one up as a win defensively.
Throwing on 2nd down, Richardson. That's complete to his running back, Taylor. And he's going to be a little short of the 1st down there. He's up to the 45-yard line.
I think everybody in the stadium saw that run coming, Mike, but good luck stopping it. I mean, all he really had to do was just fall forward, and it would be enough to pick up the 1st down.
From the gun, Richardson. He's got his tight end, Granson. And they'll take this down inside the 35. Now Richardson. To the left side, that's caught by Mitchell. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10. That's caught. It's Mitchell. And he's into the end zone yet again. Adonai Mitchell. Touchdown, Indy. Make it 4 touchdowns for him on the afternoon.
The Colts will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Looks like a design run here with Richardson. And he will score. So the risk pays off. That new math looks good when it works. The 2-pointer cuts the lead to 7. Looking to double up here. Score the touchdown. They want more. They're lining up for an onside kick. The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away.
Late in the game, this is where you see teams really start taking some chances. And boy, this was a big one, but it's not going to work out.
On the ground, it's Cook to start this drive. And that's the way you want to run it on 1st down. A gain of 7. They'll keep it on the ground with Cook. And he'll be close to a 1st down. A gain of a couple as they mark him just short. On 3rd down, they go with Cook. And he is going to have a Bills 1st down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert on 3rd and 1. Oh, they got the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Kenny Moore.
And at this point in the game, Mike, we all know one play can be the difference between winning and losing. And now after that poor throw, we'll see. Can they capitalize on this extra possession that they just stole?
On 1st and 10, here's Richardson. And for the fourth time today, he has been intercepted. Picked off by Christian Benford. And the Bills are going to take possession. They've got it at their own 42.
I would love to see his weapons do a better job, Mike, especially in the middle of the field, getting open in these zones. I just feel like there's been tight coverage, a lot of little windows to throw through, and yes, anytime you turn the ball over, it's on the quarterback, but the rest of this supporting unit needs to do a better job helping him.
Allen, going to give it to Cook. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1. On third down, it's Allen. That's taken in by Shakir. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up fourth down. They'll try and throw for it with Allen. He's got the hook up there to Cooper. And he's going to have the Bills first down. They find a way to convert on 4th and 10. And he is planted in the backfield. Defenders crashing through, blow up that play behind the line. That's over the middle, taken in by Cooper. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. That's going to be incomplete. They cannot hook up there. And that takes us to the 2-minute warning. So now it's Tyler Bass on in a big spot. This to make it a 2-possession lead. This one has plenty of leg. And it is good. And that could be big. They now take a 2-score advantage. This kick is fielded in the end zone, but no move to bring it out. It's touchback, and that ball will come out to the 30-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. Now a deep ball for Mitchell. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. They'll come up now for 2nd down. Out of the shotgun, Richardson. Oh, he doesn't put it away, and the ball's out. The Bills have got it. And so much for a nice gain through the passing game. Not finishing the play, fumbling the football, and the Greg.
Mike, give credit to the defender here for not quitting on this.
And now the referee looks like he has gotten word from replay. They're going to stop the game inside the last 2 minutes. All replays emanate from there. At issue was the knee or any other body part except the hand down before the ball comes loose. And are the visuals convincing enough to overturn the call on the field? So that one overturned. They say the runner was down, and that will not be a fumble. Now a deep ball for Mitchell. That is brought in. And he has got this one all the way down to the 2-yard line. Here is 1st and goal. They'll run here with Taylor. Powering forward. He's in. Jonathan Taylor. Touchdown, Colts. That is 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. Richardson to throw. He'll swing that out wide, and he will find the end zone again. So he gets the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. We call it the octopus, and it cuts the deficit down a bit further. A one-score game late, you figure they got to have this one as they'll try an onside kick. The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away. Past midfield.
With the rule changes on kickoff, Mike, it's just so hard to really expect to recover an onside kick nowadays. There's a lot of people pushing for kind of a radical change to this. Hey, can we make it 4th and 15? Offense gets the go. If they convert it, they keep the ball. I'm not sure that ever happens, but we can see here, an onside kick, not much of a chance.
And he's not going to get away. They'll knock him back to his own territory. They get him on the other side of midfield. He'll get about 3, and that's going to lead to 3rd down. 3rd and long. From the shotgun, it's Allen. Oh, and that throw not able to be pulled in. It's incomplete. Looked like he may have got a little ahead of himself there. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
On 4th down, the Bills send out the veteran Sam Martin to punt. Back deep, Anthony Gould. And he didn't get the check he was hoping for on that one. That goes into the end zone, and it's a touchback. This is 1st and 10. To throw, it's Richardson. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. Here's 2nd down. Throwing is Richardson. The open man is the tight end, Granson. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Richardson. He'll look deep for Pittman. And that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Christian Benford. So the Bills Mafia goes home happy. It's a win for Buffalo. What a finish to this one. The defense comes up with the interception in clutch time to seal it on the final play, and the defense walks off the field with the victory for their team.
It's the National Football League on EA Sports, and we'll see who rules the skies in tonight's battle. It's the Philadelphia Eagles and the Baltimore Ravens on Sunday night.
Welcome to the historic Inner Harbor of Baltimore, Maryland. Just a stone's throw away, you find M&T Bank Stadium, the home of the Ravens. Thanks for having us in, Mike Tirico, Greg Olson. Greg, this is one that the defensive coordinators have had a long week because these quarterbacks, you can prepare for them, but because of their legs, you never know what they're going to do.
Man, when the play breaks down, I think that's where the real fun begins. I mean, it is just so hard. You mentioned it. These defensive coordinators, they spend all week, and every time the ball is snapped, you really have to defend two plays. And what I mean is you defend the initial play that's called by the offense in the huddle, and then you also have to defend play, the breakdown, the improv. That's what makes these quarterbacks so dangerous. And it just takes one breakdown defensively for a big play, and it's 6.
It's Jake Elliott ready to get this one kicked off. And off we go here in Baltimore. That one over the back line of the end zone. The touchback means the drive will start at the 30. The Ravens offense taking the field for the first time, led by their quarterback, league MVP in 2019 and 2023, Lamar Jackson.
Is there a more exciting guy in the NFL to watch play quarterback than this guy, Mike? I mean, one of the most dynamic athletes to ever play the position. And what's truly unique about him is his ability to beat you both as a runner and equally as a passer. And that's really where his game has developed. Defensive coordinators, they don't sleep very much when they know they're facing this guy and all the problems that he presents.
That's caught. Derrick Henry. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a first down after a gain of 7. He'll take this forward maybe 2-3 yards, but doesn't matter. We have a flag down, and they're already marching backward. From the gun, Jackson. He's got his tight end, Mark Andrews. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. A first down throw for Jackson. That's downfield, and he's got Andrews, his tight end. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10. To the air one more time with Jackson. That's hauled in at the 2. To the goal line and in. Rashad Bateman. Touchdown, Baltimore. And they get the first points of the game. What a way to start it, Greg. You get the ball. It's what you want to do. Settle into this game on top 6-0.
Mike, how often do we have coaches tell us the importance of playing with the lead? Well, they come take the ball right away on the first drive, all the way down there and strike first. And now the rest of the way, let's see how it plays out.
Tucker's extra point up and good. And the Ravens will take a 7-0 lead.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Out there is Tucker, and he'll kick this one away after the touchdown was scored. Isaiah Rodgers now to return it. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line. So the Philadelphia offense set to take over for the first time. And leading them out, their quarterback. It's Jalen Hurts.
I don't know about you, Mike, but my biggest takeaway from our meeting with him was just how important it is that they get off to a fast start. He made it very clear. They wanted to put their opponent on their heels right from the jump. So I think early in this game, they're going to come out swinging. From the opening whistle.
Throwing to begin, it's Hurts. He finds Jahan Dotson. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. This one is caught by Dotson. And they'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a first down. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards. He'll stay on the ground with Barkley. And he did not want to go down. Good running. Manages to gain 5. Hurts now on 3rd and 2. And he's going to pick up the first down. He knew where that marker was and made sure he got beyond it.
This is a great example of where just having situational awareness is so critical in the huddle. When every one of those receivers, Mike, breaks the huddle and go line up, they've got to know where that first down marker is. If your route calls, get by it, secure the catch, and bring up a fresh set of downs. As a pass rusher, you don't always need to record a sack to make your presence felt. Creating pressure, move the quarterback, affect his timing. Those are all different ways to take pressure off your coverage unit.
Now Jalen Hurts on 2nd down. Our throw here, right side, falls incomplete. He was looking for A.J. Brown that time. 3rd down coming up.
There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
And he will not quite get to the marker. Good job there defensively, and now decision time. What are you going to do on 4th down? And he's going to have the first down. An aggressive call there, but it works out as they convert on 4th down.
I think the rest of those receivers in the huddle have all come to the realization that they might not be getting a target anytime soon, and frankly, I don't blame them. I mean, they're riding the hot hand, and rightfully so. Until this defense proves that they can stop him in the passing game, I expect the quarterback to just continue to go back to him time and time again.
To throw on 2nd down is Hurts. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. They might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
I think that play probably results in a completion if that protection just holds up a little bit longer. It was that initial pressure in the face of the quarterback that forced him to get rid of that ball a little bit earlier than he wanted. Disrupts that timing, ruins the play.
On 3rd down, here's Hurts. That's to the left side and taken in by Smith. He is in. Devontae Smith. Touchdown, Eagles.
And what a response by this offense. It's not easy taking the field, Mike, for the first time in the game, and you find yourself already down a score. They watch their opponent kind of march down the field and score in the opening possession, and they're able now to go out and square it on up. Allows you to take a deep breath, maybe get a little confidence for your defense to go out and get a stop. And They come away with this extra point. We got ourselves a tie ball game.
Now Hurts and the Eagles will try the two-point conversion. From out of the gun, he'll throw. That is incomplete. They were trying to take the lead, but they're going to remain down by a point.
Mike, there's not a lot of ways to break this play down other than saying you get the wide open target, you have the play you want, you're aggressive going for two, you just got to catch the ball.
And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. The Ravens offense ready to possess the football for the second time. They'll do so with 1st and 10. From the shotgun, here's Jackson. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down. Jackson. 3rd and long. Throwing Jackson. He finds his receiver. That's Bateman. And he is out of bounds, but not until he's inside the 40-yard line. Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. To throw is Jackson. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by C.J. Gardner-Johnson. And the Eagles are going to get it back here just past the 35.
When you find yourself in this situation, Mike, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
The Eagles offense ready to take over for their 2nd possession. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Barkley. Whoa. 13 yards to start that drive. And a quick 1st down.
And a nice pickup there by the back with an explosive run play. And it's important to point out, Mike, this offensive play caller, he's still working off that opening script. It doesn't necessarily have to just be the first possession. Using formations, using run game and pass. Unmask the defense and understand where to take the play calling as the game unfolds.
Devontae Smith, the intended receiver, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well defended there. The quarterback's trying to attack this defense outside the numbers. Those really wide angle throws near the sideline sometimes can be very hard to defend, so give a lot of credit to this secondary. They were all on the same page, and the ball falls incomplete.
On 2nd down, Hurts. The open receiver is Dotson. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. That's taken in left side by Smith. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards. He'll go right back to Smith. They hook up again. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5. Hurts will try it again. That's to the end zone, but they can't connect. It's incomplete. Devontae Smith, the intended receiver, and it'll lead to a 2nd and goal. To the air again. Hurts. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be third down.
I think the biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. At sometimes, he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. Question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency?
That one, taken in. Harris, Campbell, touchdown, Philadelphia. Tight spaces down there, things happen quick. Greg, a quick decision and great execution for the score.
You're exactly right, Mike. Down here this close to the goal line, everybody's clock has to speed up. Not only the quarterback processing to get the ball out of his hand, but you have to win as a receiver quickly and give the quarterback somewhere to go with the ball. It was that quickness at the line of scrimmage that led to that touchdown. Anytime you fail on a two-point try, there's always going to be second guessing about whether that was the right play call. In this case, they decided to throw the ball, which I like. They just need better execution, and they end up coming up a little short.
The return team gonna let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. So here's the Baltimore offense getting set for their next drive. The deficit is 5, so they'll try to put a drive together here, and they'll begin it with 1st and 10. Now Jackson. Open man is Bateman. He's got him. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Here's Henry. Not much develops there. He'll get this to about the 43. 2nd down and 8. A pass pulled in by Henry. And they'll work this close to a 1st down, maybe just a tad short. Whoa. He's down right at the 40, but that is good enough to move the chains. 1st down. Jackson looking to throw. There's a short one caught by Andrews. And he's close to another 1st down as he's brought down just shy of the marker. They'll run out of the gun with Henry. And he'll work his way for about 4 yards. And that's good enough for a 1st down. From the gun, Jackson. He'll go right and find his running back.
This may look like a simple connection, Mike, just pitch and catch, but I can promise you the amount of time these two guys have spent together on the practice field, in the meeting rooms, just getting on the same page, seeing the game through the same set of eyes, it makes what's pretty difficult seem a lot easier.
And that is going to be knocked away. Incomplete. And with that, time has expired here in the opening quarter. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun. Here's a give to Henry. And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6. And it sets up 3rd down. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. And he's got the 1st down. A great job looking at and gauging where the marker is. And that big offensive line, clearing space. He's in. Derrick Henry, touchdown Ravens. Taking care of business on the ground to get the score. And Greg, the big guys up front, they deserve some praise on that one.
Absolutely, Mike. And it really only takes one guy to distort the defense and win his block. But in this case, give credit to the entire unit. They did their job, and they reward their offense with a touchdown.
Out there is Tucker, and he'll kick this one away after the touchdown was scored. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Philly offense now as they make their way back onto the field. They trail by 2, and will start this drive with 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. A pass complete there to Smith. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a 1st down.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. A 1st down throw for Hurts. Room to maneuver at the 35. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4. A 2nd down throw for Hurts. Open man, Devontae Smith. And he's going to be brought down just outside the 10-yard line. Here's Barkley. And he'll lose yardage here. The defense standing strong in the red zone. They drop him back at the 10. This one caught at the 4. And he'll take it on in. Jahan Dotson. Touchdown, Eagles. Here's Jake Elliott for the extra point. He gets it to go. And the Eagles will up the lead to 5. So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. Hardy now with the return. A good return as he takes it across the 30. Derrick Henry heading out along with the rest of this Ravens offense. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. They'll start out on the ground with Henry. He'll try to get back to the line, but it's not happening. Gonna lose a yard. 2nd down. Jack, nowhere to go. He is taken down. So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. He'll get this out to his running back. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. A give right up the middle to Henry. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4. Here's 2nd and 6. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. And he might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down. Now it's Jackson. And that is incomplete. Zay Flowers, the intended receiver, and it's going to bring up 4th down.
I just don't like the look of this passing game, Mike. It just seems a bit erratic. On top of the 2 straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball over through the air. And truthfully, with how dangerous some of these throws have been, they're lucky it hasn't been even more.
He's got his tight end. That's Andrews. And he's into the end zone. Mark Andrews. Touchdown, Baltimore. What a catch and run by the tight end as he takes it into the end zone and finishes the play. Greg, you know what that's like. Tight end touchdown.
Mike, so often the tight ends are considered to be the possession guys, right? They're the guy you throw it to when you need an easy catch, you need a reliable target. But not this guy. He is a downfield weapon, and he just showed you right there what he's capable of.
Tucker for the point after. It's up and good. And the Ravens will up it to a 2-point lead. Out there is Tucker, and he'll kick this one away after the touchdown was scored. Britton Covey now on the return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Jalen Hurts and the Philadelphia offense set to take over once more. So they come to the line for first down and 10. On the ground, it's Barkley to start the drive. And he'll be brought down up around the 38-yard line. Once again, it's Barkley. And they're going to get him down this time. Not as easy as the last carry. This time they drop him behind the line of scrimmage. Second down. That's to the left side and taken in by Smith. And he's out of bounds, but they're going to spot this inside the 25.
And another great throw right there, Mike. And when you take a look at the numbers, they certainly don't lie. He has just been flat out terrific in this first half. His ability to spread the ball around, take what the defense has given him. They've certainly had a lot of success here early on.
On first down, it's Hurts. That's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Brandon Stevens. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
On first down, they'll stay on the ground with Henry. And he'll work his way down inside the 30. Shooing off 7 yards on that one. That's out to the flat, and it's complete. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line. On the give, here's Henry. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one. Jackson now on second down. That'll be intercepted. Picked off by Nakobe Dean. A big hole. Inside the 20. And he's going to bring this one back the distance. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Elliott now for the extra point. He's got it. And the Eagles will up the lead to 5. So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. Hardy now with the return. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. The Ravens offense and Derrick Henry heading onto the field. Here's first and 10. From the shotgun, here's Jackson. A deep shot for Aguilar. That one broken up. They tried the shot on first down, couldn't connect. It'll bring up second down.
I think all of us up here in the booth were curious, how is this quarterback going to bounce back following the pick six? And, a lot of guys come back and they're very conservative and they just want to dink and dunk because they're scared to throw another pick. Well, we found out pretty quickly. Not this guy. He's going to continue to attack the ball downfield, and he's looking to make big plays any chance he gets.
Oh, can't afford another incompletion here. Quickly, it is 3rd and 10. Back to throw, Jackson. Now, deep ball for Bateman. He's got it! And he is short of the goal line, but they are in business at the 1-yard line. So here's a chance to take the lead going into the locker room. It's 1st and goal. Henry tries to bull his way in. Trying to find a crease in there. It's a big pile of bodies, but he is going to come up short. Trying to find a crease in there. It's a big pile of bodies, but he is going to come up short.
That's a heck of a stop there defensively, Mike. 2nd and inches, you're thinking the first down is pretty much a formality, but not for this defense. They pack it in tight, they sell out on the run, and they're going to force this team to snap it again on 3rd down.
They'll try to sneak it here, and he's able to get the ball across the goal line. He's in. Lamar Jackson. Touchdown, Ravens. Point after now from Tucker. He's got it, and the Ravens will up it to a 2-point lead. Out there is Tucker, and he'll kick this one away after the touchdown was scored. The return team gonna let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. The Eagles offense getting their final instructions before heading back onto the field. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. And he'll get about 6 there, setting up 2nd down. They'll run it here with Saquon. And it'll be a pickup of 3, so 3rd down forthcoming. Now the Ravens use their first timeout. And they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go in this first half. They'll try to run here with Barkley. And he'll keep the drive moving. He's got the first down up to the 45.
Nothing real fancy about this call here, Mike, right? In this 3rd and short, just get the ball to your running back, make sure he has enough space to pick up the first down, and they're able to convert.
Just refusing to go down. He winds up with a gain of 7. Here's a timeout for Philadelphia. That is their 2nd, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. From out of the gun, they give it to Barkley. And he'll take this one forward for about 3, and that's a first down. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. That's caught. Saquon Barkley. Now the Eagles will use the last of their timeouts. Here's Jake Elliott now to try the field goal. Now a timeout here by Baltimore. That's going to be their 2nd. The Eagles going to send their field goal unit out. This a 57-yard attempt. This one not going to get there. From distance, it is no good. So we have reached halftime here. It's a tight one, a 2-point contest at the pause. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, thank you. Not a rest at the break for the defensive coordinators, trying to figure out how to stop these offenses as we get ready for the second half. This is still anyone's ball game at this point. The difference is just 2 as we begin quarter number 3. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. The Eagles offense and Jalen Hurts getting set for their next possession. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. They'll run straight ahead with Barkley. He'll take this ahead. It's a pickup of 3. Michael Pierce there to meet him. On second down, Barkley. And he is crushed in the backfield. Defenders firing through. Shut it down right away for a loss of yardage. On third down, it's Hurts. A pass caught by Saquon.
That's just one of those drives that was out of whack from the start, Mike. They just couldn't get anything going on the early downs, and they'll most likely punt the ball away and hope that their defense can do the same thing and get them the ball back.
No movement from the punt team. They'll line up to go for it on fourth down. That's taken in.
So the key to this play is when you're going to play pass coverage and you're going to drop in depth, you have to understand if the quarterback drops the ball off short, you need to rally tackle. You need to limit the run after the catch. Don't let that receiver pick up the first down. That's exactly what this defense was able to do in this situation. Tackle him short of the chains, force the turnover on downs.
Throwing Jackson. A throw there on second down, going to be incomplete.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with the lead.
And he's in! Mark Andrews! Touchdown, Baltimore. That his second touchdown tonight. Tucker, good on the extra point. And the Ravens will make it a two-score game as they are now up 9. Out there is Tucker, and he'll kick this one away after the touchdown was scored. For the return, here comes Britton Covey. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Eagles offense ready for this next possession. They trail here by a couple of scores. The margin is 9 as this drive starts with first down. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's second down. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. That'll be taken in by Barkley.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short game.
On third down, here's Hurts. He's got his man, right side, it's complete. So, first and 10 here now at the 38. There's that man again, another catch. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8. Here's second and 2. To the air again, Hurts. Oh, we try to swing it outside, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And he is going to bring this one back. A DB's dream, a pick 6 for touchdown. Nothing the defense loves more, Greg, than the opportunity to not only stop a team, but turn them back around the other way. A touchdown on the pick 6.
Yeah, the defense just loves getting their hands on the ball when they can, Mike, but it is extra special when they're able to capitalize and take it all the way back for 6.
These are the ones that rip your heart out on the offensive side. Out there is Tucker, and he'll kick this one away after the touchdown was scored. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he will not bring it out. It's a touchback, and this drive will begin at the 30-yard line. First and 10. They run out of the gun with Barkley. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. On first and 10, it's Hurts. He'll get this complete. That's A.J. Brown. Hurts looking to throw on first down. Looking middle there, but it's incomplete. Jahan Dotson was the intended receiver there. And it'll lead to a second down. A run up the middle with Barkley. Strong running there, pushing his way forward to gain a couple. We're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8. And that is incomplete. He was looking for A.J. Brown that time, and that's going to lead to a 4th down.
He's already been a little reckless with his decision-making up until this point, Mike, and now it almost backfires on him again. He has to do a better job of finding the matchups, finding the space on the field, so everything is not a forced ball into these tight windows.
Now Hurts on 4th down. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target.
Yeah, when you find yourself down big here in the second half, you have to maximize every possession. And that's exactly what the coach tried to do, going for it on 4th down. Give yourselves a chance to cut into this big lead. But it's the defense that came through again with a huge stop. And that's going to make their chances of coming back that much more difficult.
A pass pulled in by Henry. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. Here's 2nd and 9. From the gun, Jackson. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really...
That's 3. 3rd time tonight he's been intercepted. Picked off by C.J. Gardner-Johnson. Big return at the end. He's going to get out of bounds close to midfield.
I think when he goes back and watches this film, that's certainly going to be a ball he wishes he could get back. He puts a little too much air on it, and they're able to make a play, and they get themselves off the field.
A toss, left side, caught by his running back.
Great example of 1st down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly 2nd down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
Here's a handoff to Barkley. And he'll be near the 1st down marker. Let's call it a gain of 3, but a short yardage situation coming up on 3rd down. And they'll throw here with Hurts. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
Timing and trust. Critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
4th down. Here's Hurts. This one incomplete. The defense up to the challenge there. They force the incompletion, and they'll take the ball over on downs. On 1st down, they'll start the drive with Henry. Not much happening there, just a short gain. Here's a 2nd and 9. He'll swing this one out wide to his running back. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. They'll work straight ahead with Henry. A gain of 4 as he's taken down. Here's a 2nd and 6. Now, Jackson. He'll get this out to his running back. He's taken down just shy of the 10. They can still get a 1st down at the 1. 1st and 10, they go from the 11. Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. There's a short one caught by Andrews. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. That's out to the flat, and it's complete. And he's going to lose yardage here, taken down back at the 8. On fourth down, here comes Justin Tucker for the Ravens. This, about as short as you can get. Tucker's kick is good. And the Ravens will extend their lead.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. The visitors' offense make their way out to take over once more. They are in need of points in a big way as they set out on 1st and 10. He'll inch forward for maybe a yard. That is Nnamdi Madubuike there to bring him down. Now Jalen Hurts on 2nd down, taking a shot downfield for Smith. Kyle Hamilton, the versatile defender, with the good coverage there.
We see this offense just continue to search for a spark. It's just this entire game, their execution's just been a little bit off, and now here in the second half, they find themselves down by multiple scores. They're going to have to connect on 1 or 2 of these big plays if they want to find themselves back in this one.
Devontae Smith, the intended receiver, and that'll set up 4th down.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable, and as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
So Goddard, the tight end, comes in motion. They're indeed going. It's Hurts. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. On the handoff, this is Barkley. And he does not want to go down. Somehow he turned that into a gain of 6.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You've got to have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
And he's going to somehow manage to get back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. It'll be 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. And that is incomplete.
Missed opportunities like these are a big reason why they find themselves down double digits here in the 3rd quarter, Mike. Points on this possession could have gone a long way towards making this game competitive, but instead, poor execution, especially in the passing game, and it's another wasted drive.
No move for the punt team. The offense staying out there for 4th down. That's taken in by Dotson. And he will have the 1st down. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. The open receiver is Dotson. An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
Really nice job there by the defense defending the middle of the field. That is the most valuable real estate on the field. They know every single offense is trying to attack the defense between the hashes, so give credit. They took away all the throwing lanes, and that ball falls incomplete.
On 1st down, it's Hurts. This one is caught by Dotson. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. They'll run. It's Barkley. With good blocking leading the way, he's got the 1st down inside the 25.
I think this second down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst, they had themselves set up for a third down and short. But there's no need for third down. He was able to get enough on second, and they get a fresh set of downs. Defensively, that's just a missed opportunity, Mike. Anytime you have two defenders in the area and neither one of them is able to make a play on the ball, yes, I know that the ball felt incomplete, but, man, you got to get your hands on that ball and take advantage.
And that won't get a whole lot. Maybe a yard, but that's it. On third down, it's Hurts. That's into traffic, but taken in. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the first down marker. That's incomplete. Daring call on fourth down. Does not work out. And it results in a turnover on down. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. From the shotgun, here's Jackson. A throw, left side, caught by Andrews. And he's taken down, up past the 35. Line of scrimmage is the 37-yard line for 1st and 10. And he'll work his way past the 40. He's tackled after a gain of 4. Jackson now on 2nd down. He'll get this into the hands of his running back. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. 1st and 10 now from the 36. And nothing on that one. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. This one caught by the back out of the backfield. 2 receptions for him on this drive. This one good for 16 yards. Jackson now to throw on 1st down. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. Jackson looking to throw. This one complete to Bateman. And the Ravens are looking at a 1st and goal as he's taken down at the 2-yard line. And no signal, waiting. They say he did not break the play. He's down inside the 1. They'll try to run this one in. He slams it in there, and he is in. Derrick Henry. Touchdown, Ravens. He's got another one. His 2nd touchdown of the evening. And that touchdown probably, Greg, ends any small hopes of a comeback on the other side.
Yeah, and I think those chances, Mike, were small to begin with, but with that last score, I think this one is pretty much over.
Covey now on the return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The visitors' offense ready to come back out for this next possession. Things not looking good. But see if they get the turnaround going here. They'll start this drive with 1st down. They'll start on the ground with Barkley. And they'll bring him down, but not until he gets to the 38-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line. They'll stay on the ground with Barkley. Here's a 2nd and 12. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. Oh, he's got a man, his tight end, Goddard. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. And this one blown up. Good surge will drop him. A loss on the play, back to the 9-yard line. That one is caught in the back of the end zone. Devontae Smith, touchdown Eagles. That his second touchdown tonight. Now Hurts and the Eagles will try the 2-point conversion. They'll look to throw. That's pulled in, and they're able to tack on the 2-point conversion.
Mike, I think all of us can remember exactly where we were during a certain Super Bowl where throwing the ball this close to the goal line ended up being a disaster. But unlike that time, they ran this pass play to perfection, and the result, 2 points.
The Ravens offense, and their running back set to go once more. This one appears to be safe in hand. It has been a clinical performance to this point. And now they'll try to finish up strong. Closing in on 200 receiving yards for the game. He's been outstanding. That one good for a first down. Open man is Bateman. He's got him. And they'll get this one down to the 35-yard line. On 1st and 10, Jackson. He'll go left side here and complete this one. And they're going to be set up right around the 10-yard line. So it took just 3 plays, but just like that, they have 1st and goal. Here's a run. That's a nice pickup, bringing it down to the 3. 2nd and goal. This one caught at the 4. And he's got another one. Derrick Henry, touchdown Baltimore. His big night continues. His 3rd touchdown of the game. Out there is Tucker, and he'll kick this one away after the touchdown was scored. The return team gonna let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. The visitors' offense ready to take over once more. They'll start out 1st down and 10. Hurts. He's gonna air this one out, looking for Dotson. Kyle Hamilton, the versatile defender, with the good coverage there. They'll try again here, 2nd and 10. Here's Hurts. He's going to dial up another deep ball. And he'll be out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Here's Hurts. Now he takes off. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. Hurts to the air on 1st down. Oh, he's hit behind the line, and the ball is out. One of the Ravens has it. Accelerating toward midfield. To the 20. And he returns this all the way. Touchdown. And we will not have a run back here. It's a touchback, and we'll come out to the 20-yard line. The visitors' offense starting to trot out for this next possession. They'll begin with 1st and 10. Throwing is Hurts. And that one incomplete.
An incompletion there isn't ideal by any means, Mike, but I think that's one of those passes where he made sure that ball was either going to end up in his guy's hands or out of bounds.
A 2nd down throw for Hurts. And that's It's going to wind up incomplete. Pressure certainly impacted the quarterback there. Couldn't get his arm all the way through, and it's going to bring up a third down. Off the play fake, Hurts. There's the tight end, Grant Calcaterra. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up fourth down. They'll fake the give. Now it's Hurts. That is incomplete. They took a chance throwing it on fourth and short, but not to be, and they'll turn it over on downs.
You find yourself down big. It's the fourth quarter. There's really no choice but to go for this at this point. But once again, this defense, they're up to the task, and they come through yet again with a huge stop.
And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10. Ball sitting at the 7. First and goal. To throw is Jackson. To the end zone there, but it is incomplete. Searching for his Pro Bowl tight end Mark Andrews that time. And it'll be second and goal.
Doesn't get much better than that. Had he gotten there just a little bit earlier, he probably draws the flag a little late, and it's probably a touchdown.
Trying again here from the 7-yard line, second down and goal. A give right up the middle to Henry. And the defense stiffening here. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, that's all. Third and goal coming up. Here we go. One final play. And the final throw of the game winds up incomplete. And that will do it. This one comes to an end. So it's a win here for the Ravens. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. And in the end, a few more defensive stops than their opponents did. And that is the difference in this one.